What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a Premier League predictions video. You've probably seen this on some of the big YouTubers channels. But today we are going to do our Premier League predictions, and let's get straight into it. So this season I do think that the bottom three clubs will look like this. I think that 20th position will be Hull, 19th Burnley and 18th West Brom. The bottom two only because they won't adapt to life in the Premier League as quick. West Brom, they've lost a good striker really. Berahino saying he's not stopping on. So that is my prediction, and them three will go down to the Championship next year. Into 17th, I do have Middlesbrough, mostly because they will just a little bit be better than the other clubs this year. That's how they will adapt to the Premier League very well, and I'm using headphones now, so please tell me if it's good quality. In 16th, I do have Watford, only because they have no manager. Well, sorry, they do have a manager that's just not adapted to the Premier League as well. They'll take a while to mould with that manager. Into now 15th, I have Bournemouth. Bournemouth had a good season to Eddie Howe last year. I think they'll stay up still, but Matt Ritchie has gone to Newcastle, which was a vital part for them last season. My screen is falling down, but you know what happens. On to the next position, which should be 14th, I think. Apart from that, they do have good youth players. They just don't seem to use them as much. Right, into 14th, we do have Sunderland. Sunderland have just acquired David Moyes as their manager. He's brought in a few new signings, 2 from Man United and 2 from other clubs. So I think he'll do really well in the Premier League this year because he's a fighter of a manager, and there'll be less pressure on him to, I'll say, win the league, because that's what he had to do at Man United. Yet he failed to do that, and it's not as much pressure. Into 13th, I do have Swansea. Swansea, I don't know where the goals are going to come from this year, but 13th, I put them as my prediction, only because the centre back for team Big Gomes out on loan, so I don't know where he's gone. He's gone to France, I think, but either way, I think that's a good prediction. 12th is Crystal Palace. Alan Pardew is the manager. They did well last season. They did finish in, I don't remember where they finished, but they did get to the FA Cup final, beaten by Manchester United. But that doesn't matter because I think they'll have a good season. Into 11th, we have Southampton. They got rid of Mane and they got rid of the manager Ronald Koeman this year. So I think they will struggle a bit just to adapt into the new manager. I don't actually know who the manager is. But yeah, apart from that, I think they'll do really well. So here, I have a table of what I think so far. So from the bottom upwards, you can see Hull at the bottom, Burnley, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Watford, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Swansea, Palace, Southampton. Now, into 10th, I have Stoke City. Stoke City are a good team. I don't know where the goals are going to come from this year. Mambaram Diouf, good player. Peter Crouch, aerial threat. So, 10th is a good prediction. Into 9th position, I do have Everton. Everton just acquired Ronald Koeman, as I said earlier, and they are looking to bring in some reinforcements at the back. So I think 9th is a fair prediction for Everton, and moving on to 8th. In 8th position, I do have the current Premier League champions, Leicester City, mostly because I don't think they'll be able to replicate what they did last year. Obviously, N'Golo Kante's moved off to Chelsea, and they have Champions League football as well this year, so I think they'll be very distracted. Plus, Mahrez may leave. At the time of recording this, he is still a Leicester player. Into 7th position, I do have West Ham. West Ham do have Europa League football this season, but I do think that they'll qualify it again, but only going for the qualifying rounds. I think this is a fair prediction, so 7th is my prediction. And here is an updated table, as you can see. Stoke, Leicester, and West Ham and Everton all added to the table. Now we can move on to the Europa League and Champions League spot. In 6th, I have Tottenham Hotspur, only because Dele Alli and Harry Kane not cutting it at the Euros. I think that will fall on to the Premier League. Hopefully it doesn't, but I think that's what will happen to these two young players. On to 5th position, I do have Liverpool. I never expected Liverpool to put Liverpool this high, but seeing them beat Barca 4-0, work as a team, play well. They do have Sadio Mane now, as I said earlier, so there's your goals. I think Daniel Sturridge is injured again, unfortunately, but he's a good player. So I think 5th position is a fair prediction for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp is a good manager, and he has had 2 years in the Premier League, maybe. But yeah. So here's the updated table. We can see we've added Liverpool and Tottenham onto the Champions League place, and I think qualifying for the Champions League will be Arsenal. Only because they've got no attacking threat and the defence is basically broken. No attacking threat, they have Giroud and Alexis Sanchez. I don't think they'll cut it this year. And the defence, Mertesacker, he's injured. Gabriel is injured. Arsene Wenger's got a year on his contract and he spent absolutely zero money. So whoever Arsenal gets as a manager, please say it's not Wenger again. But he will prevail Arsenal spend money. Into third, we have Chelsea. I think Chelsea turning around this year, mostly because they've got Kante. They've got him back. They've got Conte from Arsenal. Do have Conte, as I said earlier, my recording just stopped randomly. But yeah, I think third is a good prediction. Plus, they've got no Europa League football, European football to focus on. Second, some people may call me biased, but I do have Manchester City. This is based on the managers. Only because Jose Mourinho has had experience in the Premier League, Pep Guardiola has not. He has not had experience in the Premier League. Plus, I do think Manchester City do have a better squad than Man United. But Man United have some world-class players into their squad, which I'll go on to now. And into first position, I think my club, Manchester United, not being biased on anything, but this is my genuine, actual prediction. I do think Manchester United will finish first because they've signed a few good players. They've got Bailey at the back, they've got Ibra, and they've got Pogba, and they've also got Henrik Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan, if he reproduces anything that he did last season, it'll be very good for them. But apart from that, Manchester United are a good side. I do think they'll play well under Mourinho, for shown through the games and then the Community Shield game that they did have against Leicester. Plus, I think Rooney might lead them through. There won't be many injuries this year because Man United is not an injury-prone team. So this is my full prediction. Starting from the bottom, we have Hull, then Burnley, then West Brom, and then Middlesbrough, Watford, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Swansea, Crystal Palace, Southampton. Then Stoke, Everton, Leicester, West Ham, Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City, and United. Alright then, now you've seen my predictions. I do predict that United will come first. I'm not being patriotic or out, but big up United. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.